By all accounts, Kelly Ripa is poised, polished, and perpetually peppy, a morning show veteran who has weathered everything from wardrobe malfunctions to live-on-air chaos with a twinkle in her eye and a one-liner ready to fire. But even the queen of daytime charm has her off-script moments. During a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, what began as a playful chat about run-ins with exes spiraled into an unexpectedly revealing, and hilariously awkward, story from Kelly herself. "Listen," she began, waving a manicured hand and narrowing her eyes at her co-host and husband of 29 years, Mark Consuelos, "we're going to talk about the time I ran into your ex." "Yes, Mark, her. You know who I mean." Mark, never one to shy away from his wife's playful barbs, feigned ignorance. "I have no idea what you're talking about," he said, grinning. "Oh, don't play innocent. You know exactly what I'm talking about," Kelly shot back, laughter already bubbling under the surface. Answer: the story unfolded. A chance encounter at a charity gala. It was about a decade ago, long after the Hollywood golden couple had solidified their reputation as #marriage goals and were enjoying the chaotic bliss of parenting their 3 kids, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. "We were at this big charity gala in LA," Kelly recalled. "One of those overly lit, underfed affairs where everyone's pretending to nibble on quinoa while scanning the room for someone more famous." Mark chuckled, nodding. "I think I was presenting something that night." "Right. And I was being a supportive wife," Kelly continued. "Until she appeared." The audience leaned in. She walked up like she'd stepped out of a time machine from 1994. Gorgeous, glowy, the kind of woman who looks like she eats nothing but moonlight and almonds. And the minute she said hi to Mark, I knew. Cue dramatic pause. This was the ex. According to Kelly, the woman, whose name she graciously omitted, greeted Mark with an enthusiasm that could only be described as 3 notches too intimate for comfort. "There was cheek kissing," Kelly said. "But like European cheek kissing, with a hand lingering on the shoulder just a little too long. And then she turned to me with that smile women reserve for the wives of men they used to date." The audience burst into laughter as Kelly mimicked the exchange. "Oh, so you're Kelly," she said, "like I was the new intern or something. And I'm thinking, no, sweetie. I'm the final draft." Even Mark couldn't help but laugh. "You handled it gracefully." "Oh, please," Kelly shot back. "I went into full, cool wife mode. You know that vibe, where you try to seem chill and unbothered but end up sounding like you're narrating a hostage video." Kelly recounted the rest of the encounter in painstaking detail, her comedic timing as sharp as ever. She asked how long we'd been married, and when I said, 15 years, she goes, "Wow. That's a long time," like I'd just said I was serving a prison sentence. And then she said, "Well, he was always a good boyfriend." "A good boyfriend." Kelly leaned forward on her desk, deadpan. "What does that even mean?" "That he remembered birthdays. That he was attentive." "I don't need to know that. There are some details I've worked very hard to repress." The inner monologue. In classic Kelly fashion, she gave the audience a glimpse of her internal dialogue during the encounter. "I'm standing there, nodding politely, but in my head I'm going, abort. Abort. Pull the ripcord, Reaper." Meanwhile, Mark's blissfully unaware, sipping his champagne like we're all at a high school reunion. He's like, "So what have you been up to?" "I'll tell you what she's been up to, trying to psychically undermine my marriage with her dewy complexion and unnecessary eye contact." She paused for effect, then added, "But I held it together. I gave her a hug goodbye. A real Kelly Ripa hug. You know, the kind that says, I could kill you with kindness." Literally. Mark's version. Mark, ever the diplomat, tried to defend himself. "In my defense, I hadn't seen her in, like, 20 years, he said. It was a surprise to me too. She was very nice." Kelly gave him a sidelong look. "Niece is relative. Rattlesnakes are also nice, from a distance." The audience roared again. "Look," Kelly continued, more sincere now, "it wasn't really about her. It was about the moment. That moment when your past walks into your present and makes itself a little too comfortable. I think every couple goes through it at some point." Lessons from the run-in. As always, Kelly managed to spin the awkwardness into a teachable moment. I realized something that night, she said. Even after all these years, I still get a little possessive. Not in a bad way, but in a, you are my person and I will absolutely fight a ghost from your dating past if I have to, kind of way. She smiled at Mark, and honestly, I think that's kind of sweet. It means I still care. It means we're still, us. Mark reached over and took her hand. You'll always be the final draft, babe. Or, Kelly mock swooned. Say it louder for the X's in the back. Postscript, a gentle reminder from Kelly. Later that day, Kelly took to Instagram to post a selfie from the show, along with a caption that read, "Friendly reminder, you can't compete with someone who's not competing. Especially when she's been married to your ex for almost 3 decades. #FinalDraft, #WiffLife, #Kelly'sTheX." The comments flooded in, celebs and fans alike cheering her on for her candor and comedic brilliance. Because at the end of the day, if there's one thing Kelly Ripa knows how to do, it's turn life's awkward moments into something hilariously human, and deeply relatable. And maybe, just maybe, remind us all that a little jealousy, when laced with love, and perfectly timed sarcasm, might just be the secret ingredient to a long, happy marriage.